Hey YouTube, this is Bolt Jumper again. I'm doing another update on my piercings. Um, well, last time I talked to you guys, it was a few days ago, and I had been hit in the face twice in the same spot, 2 consecutive days, and it hurt my septum. What it actually did, and I didn't actually realize until a couple days ago, is it tore a little bit. So now the whole piercing, and it like messed up the piercing healing completely. So now the whole piercing has to go through the first 2 or 3 weeks, about 2 or 3 weeks of healing again. It's not as tender. It's sore. It's really, really sore, but it like, it's not as tender. My cartilage piercing is doing perfect, you know. And then my tongue web. Now right now I have a 14 gauge belly ring in. And that's because I don't have the proper jewelry for it. I thought a normal horseshoe would be okay, but it was too big and you could see it in my mouth, and I didn't really want people to be able to be like, oh hey, is the bottom of your tongue pierced? And it made it really, really hard to talk. With this jewelry, it's a lot easier to talk. I don't know which one I had in for my last video. But I'm sure you can tell that in my last video I had a lisp, and in this video I don't. So yeah. But my septum piercing, there's no crusties, and like at all, none. But it has been bleeding because it getting hit in the face really hard with tennis balls 2 days in a row has a tendency to mess up your piercings. So, my advice to you guys is, if you're playing a sport, even if it's not like a contact sport, like tennis isn't a contact sport. You don't touch each other at all. You can still get really, really hurt, and there is room for you to mess up your piercing, like happened with me. Now I'm gonna keep mine in because I went through the trouble of piercing it, and I'm just so stubborn that I'm not gonna take it out, even though it would probably be a good idea. So I'm just gonna keep it in, keep cleaning it, keep checking on it, and I'm gonna be and I'm trying to be really, really careful with it. But yeah. But yeah, if you're in any sport, just a heads up, like it doesn't matter if it's tennis or if it's football. If you have a new piercing and it's not protected, well, I guess if you had a new facial piercing in football, it wouldn't really count because you have, your helmet, but let's pretend for a second that there was no helmet. You have to be super, super, super careful, because, like, even, I know it's just accidents, and, like, I know what happened with me was an accident both times, but it happens, and it's just something you got to be really careful about, because it hurts, and then it screws up the healing process, so it has to start over again, or it sets you back further. I really have nothing to say about my cartilage piercing. It's still kind of sore, or it's still like really, really sore when I like pinch it, but I couldn't even touch it. Or I could touch it, I just couldn't put too much pressure on it for a while. I can sleep on it now. Back to my tongue web. I have 2 different balls on there because my other pink ball broke. Like, the threading got messed up, and it would just twist and twist and twist and twist, and then it would just come off. And that would bug me really, really bad, because for the first few days it kind of hurts to go like that. But now, it's been about a week. I think it has been a week. Well, it'll be a week tomorrow, and it doesn't hurt anymore. It's a little sore when I play with it, and it's really hard not to play with the tongue wood piercing because it's like a foreign object in your mouth, and it's just like, I don't know. I've always had problems with that. Like I chew on pens and pencils. Well, not pencils, but I chew on like the tops of my pens and stuff. But like I'll just grab it with my tongue and put it between my teeth, like. And play with it like that for a while. But yeah. The swelling on my tongue web's gone down quite a lot. Yeah, there's nothing too exciting with that one except it hurt for about 2 days. Then the next 2 days it was like, it was sore, but it didn't hurt. It was just like that healing. It was annoying. It was just really, really annoying because like you could feel it healing and it hurt. Well, you could feel it like that it was healing, but it didn't hurt. It was just really sore, and it just like I wasn't used to it, and it just bugged the hell out of me. Now I'm more used to it. I can talk with it in. I play with it a lot, and which isn't good. You're not supposed to play with your tongue wood piercings because that causes them to reject. Well, it's one of the reasons they reject. Plus it stretches the hole out, and you don't want that happening. Especially because I'm at a 14 gauge with it right now. Typically you want it at a 16 gauge. But this video is going on way longer than I expected, and I'm sorry. I only meant for it to be a short update, but I'm giving you valuable information, people. So yeah, I'll do another update in a couple of days. And real quick, I'm probably doing a belly piercing in the next week or so. So if I get the okay from her, I'll film it and then I'll post it. So yeah, that's my update. Love you guys. Yeah, that's about it. Bye.